Hey, Buns. So, I don't think I've ever sat down and actually just read reviews of Final Fantasy XIV. Shadowbringers is an extremely well-reviewed game. It's critically acclaimed and deservedly so. But I couldn't help but wonder, what about the people that didn't like it or had mixed feelings about it? Or what about people who left a positive review but maybe had a new take on it, a new perspective? So I want to focus on the user reviews like that today, and let's get started. Someone named Big Butts gave it a 4 out of 10 because the soundtrack is a mixed bag with some short, annoying loops and some great butt rock toward the end. Some great butt rock.
What are butt rocks?
What is that? Let me Google this. What is butt rock? Why haven't I heard of it yet? Not butt rockets. I don't need to know what
It doesn't even...
butt rockets are. Butt rock is that musical stank on your shoe that you can't get off. It's one part aggro noise, one part self-indulgent and whiny singer, and somehow a whole lot of douche. What? Well, that sounds not as fun as I had imagined. He said it was great butt rock, so I guess it's not that bad. Butt rock sounds like what happens when you blow your own trumpet.
What the hell?
Toot the flute. If you try to sing a song in the butt rock genre, is it better if your voice cracks? Okay, I'll stop. That's not what we're here to do today. All right. Someone said that all the positive reviews, and these are all for Shadowbringers, by the way, all the positive reviews are BS or fake. Grindy, time-wasting, click...
Okay, simplified skill system with minimal new content. To drag things along, 14 million experience is required to level. To attain this, you will need to repeatedly grind a single... Mostly reused music with very slight differences. New, excuse me. New tracks mostly does not fit the scene environment. The quest complete sound effect is horrifying.
It's all dragging stuff out and it's not fun. And the quest complete sound effect is horrifying.
Horrifying?
It's good.
That the word you want to use?
Don't like that song, you are screwed. It said, great story, and that's it. Awful job design ruins everything. Tanks and healers butchered. Gunbreaker after patch 5.01. Ninja, dancer, summoner, red mage deals no damage.
No damage.
That is pretty serious bug if that's happening to you.
But I love the last one. Machinist is a bunch of bad ideas. Jesus.
To you might want to take that up with support. Machinist is a bunch of bad ideas. This person gave a pretty I think a fair review. I don't agree, but I think it's at least fair and based in reality. They said that it has a fantastic story, but they want more systems and game content besides that. They want something more like WoW's world quests and world bosses. Personally, I'm glad that I'm not grinding out crystal shards with my Crystarium dailies so I can unlock the Crystal Kitties allied race, but...
Wait, is that how you get pets? You have to do fates and get crystals? I should do more fates.
To each their own. One reviewer gave this a 10 out of 10 and said, you even begin to question yourself if the main villains are actually bad, and second guess if what you're doing is even right in the first place. The truth behind everything. The truth, guys. You know what? I can't handle the truth. Simply the best expansion released for 14. It has come to a point where you can consider 14's story as one of the best FF stories out there. And then here's the weird part. I mean, it's been censored, but I think what it says is Shadowbringers comfortable shit on a lot of RPG stories in the last decade. Like, I've never heard that phrase before. Comfortable shit. on something. If it did, that's bad news because as Shadowbringers, we are out of TP. One person gave it a 9 out of 10, but said that a minor gripe, story-wise, for them was that sometimes, even when our character is out of position to do something, to resolve the situation to a happier end, they just watch instead for the sake of the story. For example, our character may be well in position physically to intercept an enemy to rescue someone, but instead just looks on in shock, leading to a death that could have been avoidable.
That's that's kind of true. Like, this is the way I felt in Shadowbringers when there was that scene. What was it? Like when they're not blasphemies, they're, what are they called? The Sin Eaters. Like when they invaded, it wasn't the Crystarium, but it was the surrounding areas. Like when we were like very scared for Lean, and when we saw like a bunch of these like soldier deaths, it's like we were there, and yes, we were fighting other enemies as well, but we literally saw people just kind of getting killed out there, and I felt like at that moment we could have done more.
I think it would add more believability if, for example, our character was on the other side of a chasm as he looks on, but that's not the case on some NPC deaths. That's a fair point, but maybe for you it's just happened so many times, it's like one of those Willy Wonka things.
Help. Police. Murder.
Stop. Don't. Stop. Don't. Come back.
FF14 is the perfect MMO. Yoshida is my papa. 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 I don't know why I read that one.
Jeez.
I thought it was weird. I don't think he has children. Maybe he does. So I just checked, and yes, he does have a son. Yoshida said, my son is in his first year of college, and he's a massive fan of Fortnite. When I went back home, he came up to me saying, Fortnite's doing something really great. They're destroying the world. You need to see it. And I'm like, well, I actually did that 6 years ago. So, he learned through Fortnite that Final Fantasy 14 has actually gone through such a moment. So, yeah. The more you know. Sorry, your kid likes Fortnite. One person said that playing Shadowbringers left them feeling satisfied and emptied, both. I probably shouldn't be laughing about that, but I'm 12. Shadowbringers, more like feels bringers. Come for the Viera, stay for Yoshi P. Come for the fun, stay for the fun. Shadow banger. One brings shadow, one brings light. This expansion is pretty tight. Oh man, I love this. It says, this game is not for you if you are impatient, need everything right now, or are a jerk to others. Man, I'm ready to copy paste that into my stream.
True.
Twitch rules.
I do consider myself a somewhat impatient person though, so how about that?
Chicken Nuggets said that it's amazing and beautiful, breathtaking, and the monsters are just so sick. Oh no. We'll tell the monsters to wash their hands, especially right now. Damn. A lot of the negative Steam reviews were because of confusion about how the Steam version works. If you buy the Steam version, you have to buy all the expansions and all of your stuff through Steam. The Steam version is not compatible with the Windows non-Steam version from their website. If you buy the Steam expansions, but your account was from their website,
so weird.
You won't be able to activate the expansion to your account. It's totally fine to play on Steam. It's not a scam. They're not stealing from you. It's just you need to go through Steam for all of your stuff if you buy it through Steam. One person said they don't recommend 14 because you have to deliver wine to secondary characters. Work as a sales and logistics courier. If you don't like working as a logistics courier, MMOs might not be for you. Still a cat boy. Recommend it. One person said that it's not recommended because they did not get to be a bunny boy, and also Astrologian was reworked and they didn't like the rework. Honestly, I feel you. I feel you on that, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the no bunny boys. I really wish that we had them, and I wish I personally am not
here we
about the
are.
Astrologian rework either, but
2
I'm not
years
a main healer, and all of
in
the
the
people
future.
I know that main healers seem to like
And they're
the
hot.
changes, so I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. Someone said, not recommended. I'm a monk main. One guy called the previous expansions
Jeez, is
religious,
that bad?
political, social justice warrior nonsense. I mean, there were a lot of snowflakes in Ishgard, so that makes maybe that's it. They also called Lahi that Ebola song in Raktika.
Wow. Ebola song?
I honestly, I can't stop thinking about this comment. That Ebola song? Why would you call it that? Why? 10 out of 10 with Lahi again. Lahi! Scree! This review ghost written by the great serpent of Raka. 2 words. Lahi.
These are good. I love Steam people.
Simple and good. Straight to the point. So it said, they gave me a sword
When did they fix Monk?
that also has a gun on it and allowed me to play as a large buff cat daddy. This is the best ever. 10 out of 10. Oh yeah. I love the large buff cat daddies. God, this shit is so good. I don't even want to elaborate. If you played it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, just make the gamble. Spend the money. Just spend the money. Is that okay? I have something to sell it with. This expansion is basically one incredibly long, edging hand job, and the payoff is just as explosive.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Made my PP the big PP. Bunny girls, recommend it. Remember us. Remember that we once.
That's not a spoiler
That's
if it's
all
out
I
of
need
context.
to start this review with. Simply put, this is probably the best expansion I've ever played in a video game, even rising above the ranks of Wrath of the Lich King. I agree. No king rules forever.
Lich King was good
I've never
though.
had an MMO with such a deep story that literally got me down to my core shaking with what decisions are right and wrong, and never before had a villain played such a part that I simply fell head over heels for them. Head over heels for a video game character. That's ridiculous. I no longer require a physical presence in the mortal realm. Despite being in metric time, Card fulfilled its obligations, although it may have actually been 18 seconds shorter than a full 60 days. I'll need to recheck my calculations. I spent every minute of those 60 days in-game to get my money's worth. My pets died of starvation. My wife left me for our pool boy Hernando, so I suppose it's working as intended. On the plus side, I lost 50 pounds, maxed every crafting class, and was eternally bonded to a Mikote named Pers McFuzzy Boots. I no longer require my wife because I have Pers McFuzzy Boots. She provides me with rosewood logs. All my wife ever gave me was food. Pers said she's a Mikote, IRL, in real life for you non-gamer types. I couldn't be happier. Thank you, Square Enix, and thank you, Amazon.
God.
Star.
Oh wow.
Sounds like somebody's seen my Mikote pickup lines video. I do hope Pers is a conjurer though, so she can res your pets because I don't want to play summoner. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider supporting the channel on Patreon or on Twitch. You can also support the channel for free by clicking the subscribe button or by sharing this video with your fellow warriors of light. Thanks
That was
again
a good
for
one.
watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.